Ah, man. Yo, what up, though? What up, though? Man, I got too many wires around here. God, to be careful. Let me take this. Man, when my money get right, I'm gonna just build one of them professional studios. Yeah, we got a lot of haters. A lot of haters. Y'all saw the title. What up, though? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, man. We got a lot of hating going on in these streets. We got a lot of hating going on in these streets. A lot of hating going on. One of the haters are Nvidia Shield owners. Nvidia Shield owners or people, some people, not all of them, but some people swear that the only thing or the only streaming device that you can get and be successful with is the Nvidia Shield. I don't know why that is. And I don't be wanting to go back and forth. You can sit back and say, hey, this device is not for everybody. It's probably strictly for this group of people who want to, they don't want to go through a bunch of apps and things like that. They want to keep it simple, right? They want to keep it very, very simple. But then here you go with the Shield owners. I wouldn't buy that. Just get a Shield instead. And they swear that Nvidia Shield can just do everything. All right. And every streaming device has pros and cons. But I never got it. Like, whatever device you love, it's okay. But why? It seems like every time a new streaming device comes out, Nvidia Shield owners, or some of them, some people, they don't never show their face or anything like that. But some people actually, just get an Nvidia. Why will I pay $200 for that device and I can get an Nvidia Shield? Well, this one might be a little bit more modern than the Nvidia Shield. All right, it might be a little bit more modern. So, but they come out of the woodworks. I be trying to, I try to say my comments, but then I be like, man, I'm not about to argue with this person. I'm like, I'm not going to argue with them. And then we got creators who like, one time they saying this, and then they saying that, then they said don't get this, but then they get that, and it's just all over the place. Again, I am a YouTube creator who go through the YouTube streets, and I see things. I don't go to everybody's page. Some people pages just not worthy, just like vice versa. I may not be worthy to some people. But I do know individuals. I can tell when individuals have watched my channel and always trying to counter. I don't know why. It's not like these devices are paying us or why we got to take it to the heart, but it is okay. As long as my name don't come out, then I'm cool with it. But I'm one of the people that always told you, in order to I always said this, in order to put your opinion on a device, you should have the device. I always said that. I've been saying that for 3, 4 years, probably 5 years by now. You know, one of the things, and look, I know I can't run anyone's device. Oh, no, I can't run anyone's YouTube channel, but I can't take people serious. Like, one time they saying don't get it, then they saying get it, then they say don't get it, or they say I don't know if I would get it, but then they get it, then then they say, hey, I mean, just all over the place um with these streaming devices. Instead of just giving your own honest opinion and stop dick riding, they sit back and, you know, just it's just bad out here in these streets, you know. Um it's crazy. I love people. One thing about me, I love creators who put their spin on, they really understand what they want. I can name off a few of them. But it's no need to, because they know who they are. It's no, I got to go against this one or that one, or trying to separate the community. No, it's just all over the place, and the channel is just all over the place. That's what gets me. But one thing I always said is, you know, it's all about you. It's your personal preference. It's all about you. I love individuals who give you the information and not try to battle like different YouTube creators out here. That's one of my pet peeves, and it's been one of my pet peeves for, since starting this YouTube journey. Um, I'm I'm on YouTube. I get paid by YouTube, so there are certain things I do. I use YouTube to make money. That's what it's all about with me. I also enjoy helping people. I wouldn't be even charging anyone if I can show what I can do, you know, and put it on YouTube. I wouldn't even I wouldn't even be charging, because I know that video will go viral. I know I've been viral before. You know, when you go viral, it makes a difference. When you're on different websites for positive, not no hating or no negative stuff, but for being positive and sharing your information, that's what it's all about. It ain't about I got to go at this person, or, I'm getting to make myself stand up. If I got a problem, I'll talk to you. I will sit back and say, hey man, what's the problem with you? You know, or we just don't have to agree, anymore. Cause like I said, I'm my own man. I don't take nobody terms. Um, I don't do that. I've been there, done that, made big time money on YouTube. Some of the money I made on YouTube, it was outrageous at one time. And then the YouTube terms and services came, and there you have it. But I love doing what I'm doing. I don't do it to compete with others. I am my own man, and I'm standing, you know, I don't have to sit back and go at anybody. That's just what it is. I love to learn from everybody. If there's something that somebody got and they got it and they put the information out there, if it's good, if it's worthy, I'm going to get it. I'm going to do a video on it. But the thing about it, I'm going to do it my way and not any other way. And so when we talk about these streaming devices, you know, you get them all out. I'm talking about, I mean, so many people got so much to say. And again, I'm not going to battle. If it get too disrespectful, I just remove the comment and keep it moving. I ain't got to block them because some of them are trolls. Some of them are YouTube creators with different accounts and they're going to troll. But one thing about me, I stand on facts. I don't have to sit back and because I can't create a path or create traffic to come my way. I don't have to sit back and lie to the people or misguide them, as I should say. All right, that's not my intentions. I just get the information and then I go from there. Now, with that being said, to some of these, because some Nvidia Shield person is going to come on here. Why you always talking this? Why you talking out the side of your neck? And it's like they get jealous when you talk about other streaming devices. I don't know. They swear the Nvidia Shield is the greatest. To me, I think as of right now, at least in my household, my opinion, out of the 4 televisions that are on the main floor, 3 out of 4 of the televisions are using Apple TV. I'm an Android guy. Don't get it twisted. My main source of communication is an Android, not an iPhone. I don't have a Mac. I don't I don't do anything. I do have an iPad, but I listen, if I go upstairs and get my iPad, it is dead. Like I need to charge it. So like I said, I'm an Android guy. But as far as my entertainment on my television, I'm an Apple guy. I love Apple TV because it's straightforward. It worked with a lot of devices that I use. One of them, it works well with where you at? It works well with this. And I use the Zoe Tech on for my MetaQuest. All right. No hiccups. Um just last week or the week before, um what happened? I am player. Huge update. Huge update on the Apple TV 4K. There's no comparison currently as of this day today. And what is it? This is September the 26th, 2025. The Apple TV version of I Am Player will demolish the Android version. Let me repeat myself. The Apple TV version of I Am Player will destroy what we have on the Android side. So even if you got I Am Player on Nvidia Shield, you put it on the Formula, there's no comparison. And this is why a lot of people shifted. And there's like you Nvidia Shield owners, y'all need to listen. Some of y'all don't talk smack. Y'all just appreciate your device. But I'm talking to these ones that be hating. If I go on somebody else's page, right, and they talk about a higher end, a premium streaming device other than the Nvidia Shield, at least 20 individuals gonna sit back and say, I wouldn't pay $180. I would just get it, or if I'm gonna pay 180, I might as well get the Nvidia Shield. That's just what they do. And so I'm gonna do the same thing. Like the Nvidia Shield is pretty much doesn't get used in my house, but maybe 2, maybe 3 times, 4 times a year. Now, don't get me wrong. The Nvidia Shield has all the video codecs, all the audio codecs. Um, it doesn't have HDR10 plus, but they give you HDR10, and it's solid. Don't get me wrong, it's nice. It does have a powerful Tegra 1 chip that you probably don't use it because it's really for gaming. So people are getting some of these devices strictly for Netflix, Amazon, IPTV, third-party apps. That's pretty much what people are using, or they're using their Plex. To me, listen, if you're still bragging about the Nvidia Shield in 2025 and you do not have a home theater and you on these YouTube streets and you're going at people, you should be ashamed of yourself. In my opinion, you should be ashamed of yourself because other streaming devices have evolved. They have come to light and they're and it just works. It works. It does what it needs to do. You don't have to pay $200. Some people pay $200 for an experience. Some people pay $200 just to watch Netflix and you know uh, third party applications, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that some of these individuals, I would love to challenge. I would love to challenge and see why they have the Nvidia Shield or what they're doing with the Nvidia Shield. The Nvidia Shield was key at one point in the streaming community. It was like, hey, it was damn near, look, get the Nvidia Shield or don't get nothing at all. But when right around 2017, 18, I'm gonna say about 18, 19, once Amazon started releasing the 4K, it was pretty much going down. And then you had Apple TV that jumped in. You had all of these other devices, and now you got on 4Ks Pros. You got on 4K Plus that pretty much will give you the same results. Really, if you don't have a home theater, maybe you just got a nice little sound bar and a subwoofer that is pretty nice, similar to what I got, that does the job. A lot of us do not have the home theater. We don't have the true Dolby Atmos that you see in some people's homes, and they got the speakers, in the ceiling. Um, they don't have that. All right. And those be some of the main ones that be talking smack, like really, really smack. So it is crazy. It is very, very crazy. Um, it is definitely crazy. But I be seeing it. Some people just need entertainment. Some people just bored, right? They talk out the side of their neck. Content just terrible. You know, uh, it's hard for me to like watch. Like even if I do take the watch, I look at it, I'm like, oh, trying to mislead the people just to say something, right? Just to say something. So I see it. And I also see the ones who actually may not get recognized that I think should be recognized. They just don't get the recognition. The algorithm just don't give it to them for whatever reason. And but they give great content. That's why I love watching some of the smaller YouTubers over the larger YouTubers. Let me tell you why, because they're more dedicated. They dedicated in their craft, and they make sure they don't just be, rumbling and just, you know, they just good at what they do. They good. They're not thinking of competition. They just they care about results and giving you the information. That's what I like about it. But some of them just be rambling, and One video they tell you what to do, tell you get this, and then they retract. Oh, you may not want that one. You might want to get this one. They retract. All right. Now, which one is it? What are you gonna tell me to do? 5 videos, you telling me what I can do to resolve it, but now you telling me to do something totally against, you know, which is it? Should I get it or should I get this lower end device? Should I get the premium device or should I not get the premium device? Which one is it? And so a lot of people get thrown off with that. And again, that's because they're not being true to the craft. Instead of going at other creators out here on YouTube and other platforms, just be yourself. And that's how you grow, when you be yourself. Don't go at it, just give it your own. For anybody that's going to do YouTube, be yourself. Even if you don't like what that other YouTubers say, and you do that video, be yourself. Don't throw no shots. Don't do none of that. It's not even worth it. When I do a video, I do a video strictly on that device. All right. Hold up, y'all. My wife called. Hold up. Yep, I'm live. What's up? If you go with Arby's, give me that loaded Italian with the curly fries. No lettuce. All right. Yeah, my wife know I'm live too. That's crazy. But anyway, guys, again, I hope one day that, like, some creative YouTubers can come together, right? Like it used to be. See, back in the day when we used to get out here, right? Back in the day, it was so fun, right? Because you had 5, 6, 7 YouTubers on some one platform just feeding the community. Well, some people have left. Some people, it became competitive. And there's nothing wrong with being competitive, but competitiveness turned into taking shots, right? Instead of just keeping your video for you and your audience, it became take a shot at them. I'm going to take a shot at him. I'm going to take a shot at her. But then we'll all be on a platform or sometimes behind the scene giving each other ideas, but then people taking shots. And you'll be like, hold up, dude, we were just kicking it and you taking a shot. Well, it still goes on. Instead of creators being themselves, a lot of creators, like, I ain't gonna say a lot, but it's a few of them that don't understand that everything doesn't have to be competitive, right? Do you? Do you? That way you don't have to worry about it. Some people just want to cause confusion. And nobody's going to, you're not going to grow. You're just going to be there and just sitting there causing confusion. So, again, and, I, I don't know. I don't know. But anyhow, anyhow, um, I just love what I'm doing. And listen, to any YouTuber that want to get down when we talk about these streaming devices, come on the platform. I invite anyone to come on the platform because I'm probably almost 100% don't nobody have more devices than me. I still got devices from 2014 that I have not gotten rid of. Some of them, I look at them and be like, woo, what the heck was I thinking when I got this bull crap? But then some devices, I pull them out every now and then. I pull them out, plug them up, just see if it worked. Be like, man, this This took us to a whole nother level. But I challenge anybody that, you know, we can get on here respectfully. I'll let you talk. I ask you some questions. Shoot, if you can go live, I even come on to your platform if you give it an invite and we keep it respectful and we do it for the community. Other than that, I'm not going to just invite anybody, just open it up so people can cuss me out and stuff like that. Nah, you're going to have to bring your facts, though. You're going to have to bring your facts, and I will open this bad boy up to any YouTube creator. Listen, I remember years ago, and shout out to the homie Rojas. Man, look, me and Rojas, I don't know if we was on a live. I think we was on a live. And Rojas say, Dale, I will let my people watch yours. I will let people watch your videos in your live and they still gonna come to me. And I said, Rojas, you probably wouldn't want to do that. And he said, I will send them. I say, Rojas, I guaranteed you, if they come to my channel, they come to my live, you would never see them again. They won't need you. And Rojas say, no, I don't think so, Dale. I say, Rojas, don't do it. Don't do it. And he probably thought about it. We haven't talked about it since, but that was something that came up. If you're a hustler, don't send your people to me. And this was back in the day where I had everything on YouTube. Remember, I had to get rid of probably about like 40, 50 videos. But this is when I had hey, look, you want to get there? You watch this video. I had a whole lineup. You want to learn how to hustle? You want to get out here and get your bread? Don't send them to my channel because I was giving too much away. And but shout out to Rojas. This was some years ago. It might have been 5, 6 years ago. And I say, Rojas, you would, I'm telling you now, if you send your people to my channel or they find my channel, it's a wrap for you. They don't need you anymore because I'm giving them everything right here on videos and live shows. And he was like, no, I don't think so. I don't know, Dale. I send them. I say, well, send them. I say, send them because I'm giving out too many secrets. And then the YouTube terms and service. Matter of fact, giving out them secrets, I was getting over $4,000 a month from YouTube. Giving out secrets. Over $4,000. You hear a month. Doing what I was doing back in them, 3, 4 years ago. I was making over, this is YouTube, Google cutting the check. If you don't believe me, I show who, Bo, pretty much everybody in DST knew. But if you ain't believe me, go ask Kenneth Muller. You can ask him. Who else was in the background with us? I can't remember who all was in the background with us. I think Trooper knew. I can't remember. Listen, you can ask them too. Ask them too. Did they see? I know Ken for sure. Kenneth Mullen for sure would tell you. Yeah, Dale was killing them back in the day. I was making over $4,000 a month. That's just coming from Google. I'm not even talking about the hustling. That's a whole nother thing I was talking. I'm talking about strictly Google. Because I showed it in the background. So I'm talking about 3,800, 4,200, 4,300, 3,700, every month. And then they did the YouTube terms and services and they started and everything went downhill from there. And so again, man, it is crazy, man. But YouTube used to be fun. And my man, I hope one day um that it will be fun again where other creators can come together without any type of ego trying to bash or sitting back sending shots and things like that. The day that happens, it's gonna be better for everybody. Cause y'all, some of y'all who been rocking with me, y'all remember when we used to everybody was on everybody channel. Y'all remember? And it was so great. And you learned something from everybody channel. Everybody channel. Or somebody special will come onto your channel that you ain't saw like in 6, 7 months. And they all of a sudden pop in and it'll send the chat going crazy. What's up? What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? So I would love to get back to that, but I know it's not going to happen. Too many people got too many egos. All right. Too many people got too many egos. And, or maybe YouTube is just not a platform where they can make, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody want to make money. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. Everybody want to make money. But let me do this. I'm still working on this is my device right here. Um, you know, this is my Formula Z11. All right, this is it. Just in case some of y'all might be like, oh man, that ain't it. Let me show you. This is the Z12. All right, not the Z11, but the Z12. I do have the Z11. Okay, and listen, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm digging this device. And just like I dig the Z11, um, I dig the Z11 Pro Max. One thing about Formula keeps it. I just love Formula platform. It's so easy going. All right. Again, depending on what you got going on, you can enjoy this just like you enjoy it on the Nvidia Shield. You can do all of this. All right. Some people just think that the Nvidia Shield is the only place that you can enjoy your apps. And I'm telling you, there are other devices out here. Okay. And again, this is my Plex. And as you see, everything is ready to go. All right. As you see right there, that movie was crazy. This one right here, this was a crazy movie. This was a different movie. Okay. Uh, but again, you can enjoy it. Also, with that being said, if you just you want to keep it simple for in your house, then you can actually go with Nova Video Player. I mean, it's straightforward. Really, it's all about you and what you like to do. All right, that's just what it is. All right, 28 days later, 28 weeks later, and 28 years later. All right, everything come through and look nice and neat, pretty. If you want to keep it simple, again, you got an Android device. Nvidia Shields are Android. Um, Formula is Android. Buzz is Android. Fire Sticks, as of right now, is Android. And again, you don't know what you're gonna get with the Fire Stick. All right, but so many things that you can do. Okay, you can go to YouTube. You got Google Play, all of that. This device is meant for people who love IPTV. All right. This is, even though the device does other things, this device was created for IPTV. Now, of course, I cannot go into the IPTV. Mine is in here. Mine is loaded. I do. Did I do IM Player? Let me see. I don't think I did IM Player. All right. But this one right here, this one is ready to go. All right. It is what it is. And I can click on it, right? And get it right back up off of there. All right. Because I don't need nothing YouTube like, yo, you displaying some things. Again, one thing I like about this, you can customize it. You can add a row, right? If I add it, customize it, I can rename it, and I can say TV, or I can say live TV. Okay, I can do this and then hit OK. All right, and you see it right up there at the top. Okay, live TV. And if I wanted to, I can go over here and I can put my TV online right there. I might have to take it off from here. Hold up. Let me remove it. All right. So when I go down here, I can add it. See that? I am player. I'm gonna remove it from my favorites. And I'm gonna add it right here. Okay. And again, oops, I meant to add it. It's okay. I meant to add it for this line, but it's all good. Custom, I can rename it, right? Let me rename it and I can call it Live TV. All right. And I know they got other launchers up there. And for this one, I can rename it and say media players, right? I can say uh, movies. I can't spell movies. I need my glasses, to tell you the truth. I can say movies um, and TV shows. Hopefully I spelled it right. I don't have my glasses, so all right. And so you see how you can customize it and make it look good. And so if I want to remember it, because everything is in your favorites, so I'm gonna remove this from my favorites, right? Including YouTube. I'm gonna remove YouTube. All right, I'm not uninstalling it. So when I go down here to movies, I could just go up here and add my Plex. I can go up here and have Nova Video Player, and I can go over here YouTube because you can watch movies on YouTube. Okay, and again, you can keep it as smooth as you want. You can set it up, or I could have put live TVs and movies. You can do whatever you want. You know, it's really up to you. And it's just like that. And it just keeps it simple. I mean, very, very simple with this. Um, I don't have, again, you can put another one on here. You can make it, let me just do this, right? Let me do this. I'm going to name this one. I'm going to name this one Marketplace, right? And you know what's going to go in there. All right. That's why it's so good in naming Marketplace. And I'm going to go up here and remove this, right? Remove. Oh, I don't know what I just removed, but I meant to remove market. Remove market and Google Play. Remove it. This is the beauty in this, right? And that's why I say some of them Nvidia Shield owners, they just swear you cannot, unless you got a third party or you got a launcher, you're not doing this. I mean, you're not building this bad boy up. And so I can add that. And again, you can customize it yourself without even putting a launcher on here. Okay. And I can put what, Explorer back on here. I can put browser back on here, and I can put internet speed test on here. Or I can just, put something that says utilities. All right. You can do whatever you want. You can add the rows. All right. You can delete them. I may want let's just say I may want my movies and TV shows. I might want to move them and leave them right there and keep it just like that. So there I have it. And again, you can put your third party applications on here. You can do all of that and just make it look so much cleaner. No advertisement. And that's why, listen, unless you use some type of you know, launcher application, you're not doing this on the Nvidia Shield. And that's why I would tell anybody, all these so-called um, other streaming devices, because you got an Nvidia Shield haters, unless you put an application on here, your device will not be this clean. All right. And that's just facts. It will not be this clean. We can do the same exact thing. But again, this is why I like, Formula devices. I'm not being biased. I do have a relationship with, other manufacturers or other, streaming device companies. I do. But the thing about me and some of the others, I buy what I want. I don't wait to reach out and say, hey, send me a box so I can review it. And then I have to say, well, still get it. No, I spend my money. That way I can give an honest review. All right. Because sometimes they're sending and you're trying to, you'll be a little bit nice. You'll be a little bit nice and you'll be like, well, I ain't going to go too hard on them. It's a nice device, but it could be a whole lot better if this, and you don't put that in the video. So I spend my hard-earned money and I actually present this. But I'm telling you, I like it though. I like it. I don't care what nobody say. Unless you have it in your hand, it's no need to say anything. Really, if you don't have it. All right. You got to have it in order to speak on it. Tell you the truth. I don't forget what device I had, and people was talking that saying, "Oh, I don't get it." I'm doing a Wi-Fi test right now. This is a Wi-Fi. All right. On this device. Man, I don't drink all my water. All right. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna plug the Ethernet port up. I'm gonna plug it up. You see it right there, the blue one. Which one? Yeah, the blue one right here. This is what you call the Ethernet port. I mean, a Cat5 Ethernet cord. And I'm gonna plug it in, and I'm gonna take it off of Wi-Fi. It might recognize it, tell you the truth. I'm gonna take it off. And what you see is connected. Oh, it's not. Hold up. Is it connected or is it not connected? Which one is it? Oh, there it is. It's connected. All right. So I took it off Wi-Fi, and you see one thing about this device, it'll give you a notification like, "Hey," it'll be like, "Hey, it ain't connected." All right. So we see it right there. This might be a bad cord. Hold up. Let me go on. Hold up. It's going to give me an error. Let me grab the other one. Let me grab the other one. Where you at? Is this you? Let's see. Let's see now. Got so many of these boys. I'm plugged in. All right, I think I'm plugged in. Hold up. Catch on. They be giving me that notification right there. Or maybe I got a bad port on this bad boy. We got something for it, though. I know they ain't going to make me restart. God damn. I might got a bad hold up. Maybe I got a bad port. All right. Where is my... Don't tell me it's all the way upstairs. Please don't tell me it's upstairs. I bet you it's upstairs. God, hold up. Oh, man, this ain't it. I thought this was it. Hold up. Hold up. Let me do this. Let me just refresh it. I might got a device with a bad port. I ain't even hook it up Ethernet upstairs. I was straight Wi-Fi watching all the games. I got too many remote controls. You mean tell me I ain't got not one? Everything down here is Type C? Killing me. Man, I got to clean this desk. Man, if y'all was to see my desk, y'all would be like, come on, Dan. Everything is Type C down here. Everything is Type C. You mean to tell me I don't have one USB? Everything is upstairs in my bag. Man, come on, man. Well, that defeats the purpose. All right, let's see if it reset. Wrong remote control. Where you at? I'm a rolling stone. Yeah, I may have a bad, I don't know. We about to find out. Unless they made me, I just had to restart the device. It's probably what it is because it's working now. I guess it said, nah, dog. It was like, nah, dog. Oh man, I guess the formula is like, nah, dog, you ain't about to just switch up. Oh man, ain't nothing like some good H2O. H2O. All right, so as you see, look, hey, look, one thing about me, and see, this is what you call an enthusiast. You see, I done took the blue cord out. Right? Hold up, if I can get Look, I'm like, it got to be the cord, right? So I put the white one in, and it was that. I guess I just had to restart, you know. Um, but again, I know I showed this right here, and again, there you have it, and that's plugged directly into the network. All right, um, via Ethernet. All right, so you see the difference between Wi-Fi and stuff like that. I don't have Wi-Fi 6E. I was thinking about upgrading. I'm not going to even lie. I was thinking about it. I don't know. We have to see. But again, man, listen, you can get away with this. You can get away with this. I mean, it's straightforward. Honestly, it's just that, do you want to spend that type of money? This device is $230. Do you need it? Absolutely not. If you got some streaming devices that you're comfortable with, this device, you don't need this device. I'm gonna just be honest with you. But if you want to, get a upgrade on some premium, you know how to get your movies, right? You got your own Plex devices like this. You're not going to get Netflix 4K. You're not going to get uh, like Amazon 4K. You're going to be limited, okay? Because really, this device is not for that. So you're going to get your little standard, 480. I mean, it's just going to be standard definition. I mean, it look all right, but it's going to be standard when you go on to the mainstream applications. But now if you get your own, and it looks like this, where you can go down there to your Plex, your Nova player, or whatever you use, is up to you. Then you'll be able to play your 4K content. All right. You see mine right there? Let me see. I can't show y'all the codes. I can't show y'all the codes. Let me see if I can do it on my screen right here. All right. I think I'm in. I think I'm in. All right. All right. But if you want to show, like if I wanted to show my 4K on here, I could. And I can just get up in here and I can just play it. All right. Uh, that Joker 2 was some bull crap, man. I love the Joker. I love this one right quick, right here. And as you see, let me just look at something. Let me see how large this file is. This is 21.82. But now I do have, let me do this. Let me go into Marvel. All right, let me go into my 4K Marvel. I ripped these. I believe I ripped these because I do have each one of these movies. I ripped them. And let's go and see how large they are. The Avengers is 50.45 gigs. All right. You see the size of it. True HD 7.1. All right. And that's the one that I ripped. Okay. I went over here. Let me see. I'm going to go with Black Panther. I think Black Panther might be a little bit larger. Oh, it's 53. And as you see them specs. You see everything right there. And that's Black Panther. But I know I got something that's really, really large. Is it end game? Let me see. It might be it. I got something in here I just can't remember what it is. No, that's 55.79. Um I got something in here that's super large. I don't know. I don't know if it's on Marvel or is it on DC. Let me see something. Is it Batman? The Dark Knight Rises? Yeah, man. Look at that. This is sitting in my NAS right now. 71 gigs. 71 gigs. Okay. And again, this is the device. Um, I just can't play it, but I actually ripped this. I got this movie, I ripped it, and it came out to 71 gigabytes. True ripped 4K. Nothing compressed. Now, do I know how to compress this? Absolutely, but I did not compress it. Okay, and I could, but it just goes to show you. All right, it goes to show you where I'm at. Yep, and it's straightforward, man. It's straight. Let me go over here. Let me see who's all in the building. I ain't even acknowledge us, but Biggs in the building. Sparty, what up, though? Eugene in the building. Katie, what up, though? Uno Nice. John, what up, though? Macman, Danny Woods. Miss Gail is in the building. Jeffrey is in the building. What up, though? North London. Hey, North London say, I'm not hating. I dropped my shield for it. Man. What up, though, Lady J? Brooklyn Cord Cutters is in the building. What up, though? Brooke. Kenyon, what up, though? Who else? Kyle is in the building. Again, I love, man. Look, Lady J got beautiful hair, man. I just love it. I love it. What up, though, William, Donald, URL King is in the building. Latif Rich is in the building. Calvin. Calvin says, look, let's see what Calvin says. He says, it's good to get all types of TV boxes. I have all TV boxes. I love to experiment with different devices. I have about 30 boxes. And that's what it's all about. I got a little bit more than you, Cal. Um, I'm probably in more of like the 50, probably close to 60. But it is good to um, know all type of devices. Absolutely, I agree with you. If you are an enthusiast, and I'm thinking you're a streaming device enthusiast. That's what enthusiast people do, right? When they love something, they can come out with a volume one, you're gonna get it. Volume two, you're gonna get it. Volume three, you're gonna get it. Volume 18, you're gonna get it. That's what enthusiast person is. They're going to get it because they love comparing different resources and things like that. So good. North London say I got the Z12 Ultra and the Mi Box third gen. Nvidia obsolete. And you know what? Do you know that I have the third gen as well? I just never popped it open. I bullcrap you not. All right. I never, and the reason I never talked about the Me Box third Gen box, I just ain't had the time to do a video on it. All right. But I will go upstairs and grab it. Hold up just a second. Cause I don't want nobody saying Dale ain't got it. But I like to be transparent. I like to let people know what I got. Hold up. All right. Look at that. Fresh, never been open. Hopefully y'all can see. Never opened it up. I just ain't had the time to do the video. It's been sitting up there on the table for the longest. Never opened it up, right? A couple of toys that I got. Y'all should know about this. This is my Chromebook. But I have another device that I use strictly on a few of my phones. Y'all might think this is a laptop. It's kind of, but this is a Type C, and I just plug my phone up to it. You know, and it looked just like a laptop. Yeah, I mean, you can say it's a laptop, but I connect my phone up to it. I could connect streaming devices up to it, right? Let me set the Chromebook right there. But I can use things like, right? I could take a little Type C USB hub, and I can plug directly into this bad boy. That way, when I'm upstairs, I can sit back and do some boxes or do some other things. You know, at least I got a monitor. Basically, this is a monitor with a touchpad, things like that. And you can do some things with it. Really, when you talking about smartphones, and I have a few smartphones that I actually use, you know, that has content on it. It has videos from everything, and I can get on there and maneuver it and all that. But I got it. I, I I love streaming device. I just ain't did no video on it yet. So um the Nvidia Shield, I don't even use it. My Nvidia Shield, what I got two, one, two. Where you at? I got one, two. Man, I got so many streaming devices. It's crazy. Just don't. This is one of the best boxes right here. This is when I really got down. Let me turn it up. Let me turn it the right way. Come on, get up in there. I don't know why it's not focusing. All right, let me do it like this. This is who your Nvidia Shield copied off of. Oh man, the Nvidia Shield. But there's all type of ways you can cord cut. There's all type of ways. You say I have learned in streaming, you never stay with one device in case things change. You will always be able to move forward. I'm like you, Dale. I try all device. Hey, Cal, I be all with these devices. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Dave, you hit it right there on the nail. A lot of devices have closed the gap. Um, I mean, they closed the gap. I mean, that's just what it is. But you're gonna have people who are they so into oh, the shield, the shield, the shield, the shield, the shield. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I think I got what 4 or 5 Nvidia shields up in here. Like I said, I'm looking at 2 right now. I'm quite sure. Man, I got too many devices. It's crazy. Sparty say, yo, I realize there is no reason for me to have an Nvidia Shield when I have a PS5. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. What up, Sam? What's good? Black Tiger, what up, though? What is up? Dale, you ever going to drink that water? Yeah, I think I drunk it all right now. I was hoping not to drink it. Yup. Yup. I mean, we just different. Yup. Oh, Brooklyn, you was there? Did I? Yeah. Hey, the bag, boy. I miss them days, boy. Man, to go a year. Listen, when I went and did my taxes, he say, "Damn." He say, "Damn," and now he be like, "Damn, what happened?" You know when you do something. Hey, Brooklyn, he was like, "Damn, that's what you're making, and you working." Now he be like, when I go, he be like, "Damn, what happened? What happened to the money?" I be like, "Hey, man, things change, man. Oh my goodness, I ain't gonna even lie to you, man." What's up, Superdell? I have Nvidia Shield recently received the Z12 Ultra. It's not bad at all. The only thing that I don't like is some missing features from my yeah, my TV online is premium strictly for theirs. But now to me, like I guess I got to see what features you're talking about first. I need to see what features. Yep, I need to see what features you're talking about. What's up, Dub Brad? Nell is in the building. Michael in the building. Hey, Mike, they be mad at me, dog. Fuck you, Dale. Geo, no problem, no problem. I use Nova for my large files on my mini. On your mini NAS, that's from Sam. hmm this is, and again, it's meant for like, cause I look, I got Samsung Dex on here. So that, as some of y'all know, that's in a whole nother computer. This is, I got my wrapper up in there. This is what it's called. Crowview. Crowview Note. This is on Amazon. I think I spent 100 and something. I can't remember. Let me see something. I heard they got this new feature on let me see if I can find it. They both, I don't know. They got some new features on here. Let me do this. I want to see if this works. I'm gonna get it, but it's a new feature with StreamYard. That's why I like StreamYard so much, man. Because they're always updating. But I'm gonna see if I can go and find it right quick. Here you go, right here. So I'm gonna see if this works. Cause they actually say what is this called? The Elecro 14-inch, right? I'm gonna say the oops, wrong keyboard. Elecro 14-inch portable monitor. I saw this come across. I'm gonna see something. Let me see. And it's supposed to create a QR code. And I think you can put it up on your screen. You can put it up on your screen like that. Let me see, where's my phone at? Let me see if that worked. Y'all see if that worked as well on your end. I think this is pretty cool. Damn, I'm about to drop the whole monitor. I think that's pretty cool that they do that. See if that worked. Somebody please see if that worked. I don't know. It ain't working for me. It ain't work. Oh, there it is. It just popped in. And oh, it works. It works. All right. At first it wasn't popping in. And I don't know. It definitely worked. It works, yeah. But to my old school people who got them flip phones, I just give y'all the link. I think that's cool, man, that they did this. That you can actually do that. I can see Soul Bro like, hey damn, what else did I get? Let me just go over here. Let me see some of the toys that I got. Let me see if I got anything. I'm gonna see if I got anything worth sharing. Let's just see over the past. Now I'm gonna tell you, this is what I got. This would be a good one too. Where you at? Media. All right. I'm gonna show you something else that I got. Man, this is kind of cool. I ain't gonna even lie about that. I did purchase this right here. Um, and this is how I watch television on my monitor in my car. And I actually copy and I plug up my streaming devices. All right. Check this one out. This is one of the 300-watt power converter that I actually got that I use in my car. I ain't did no video on it yet, but it works, man. This absolutely works. All right. I got internet in my car. I got all of that. Let me see if I can add a. I don't know if it'll let you add two of them, but that's what I actually use. Yeah. Yep. I use this right here for my car, and then I just plug like the modem router from T-Mobile. And I got my streaming device. And this is I'll show you what I use. I got another one that I actually use as well. Where you at? Where you at? This is my latest one that I plug right into my car. And I plug my devices, like my streaming devices up. You can plug video games, all of that. Okay. Let me do this one. Oh man, this is nice. I ain't gonna even lie to you on this. This is nice. This is a 2-in-1 CarPlay adapter. And here, this is the one that I got from Amazon. So I take my entertainment with me. I don't know about y'all, but I take it because if I'm sitting in the parking lot and I'm somewhere, I'm sitting in the parking lot. This right here, this one right here is what I use in my car. So if you got a newer car, probably about from 2017 or 18, and you got a monitor, you can actually use this to get by. Yep, you can use this and you'll be good to go. That QR code, you plug it in this device, and you just plug your HDMI device right here at the bottom. Mine's is nice and neat. And I plug my router up. I got a little bag. I'm gonna show y'all the bag that I bring in the house every day. But I carry my equipment just in case I'm out here. I'm gonna show you the bag. This is the bag that I use. This is, and I can show it to you on the screen. This is what I get. This is a little small backpack. Got the wheels at the bottom, but this is the one that I carry my equipment in. Like, and I roll it. Like I carry my little Chromebook in here. Of course, I got my T-Mobile modem router. All my little gadgets I carry in here. So whoever house I go to, or it ain't like I need anybody's house, but everything is in here. All right. This is what I use, and this is what I carry. I don't care, even if I go to a park. If I go to a park, I always am prepared to pull out my laptop, my router, my internet from T-Mobile, and I could pull out my streaming devices and things like that. I got my little wheels, and it's not that it's very compact, and I just carry. This is just some of the tools I do. This is what I do. All right, so I'm gonna show you one more thing before I get up out of here, because I like to show y'all. I can put my Nvidia Shield if I use it. I can put my Apple up in here if I used it. Um, mm, where are you at? Let me see. Oh, and guess what I do for sound? I said I was gonna do a video. This is what I use for sound. This is what I use for sound. This is connected. This Bluetooth speaker, which is very, very nice. I got my monitor. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me show you something. Let me do this right quick. Are y'all? Let me do something right quick. Cause there was a device I almost got. Where are you at? Where are you at? Hopefully, it's still in my history. Let me see. There was a device. I bullcrap you not. And I saw it on. I saw it. Where you at? Come on. Excuse me. Sorry. Come on. I hope I didn't. Oh, is this it? There was a device. This one right here. Right. This device. Listen. I was almost about this device right here is almost $400, right? I was looking at it. I was like, man, this is pretty neat. You can carry it, you know, 15.6 inch. right? It gives you two HDMIs, right? It got the on and off. This is nice, but this is 400. Look at this. They give you two HDMI ports and a USB. Okay? Two USB. No, not two. They give you two HDMI ports and one USB. All right? Two HDMI and one USB. You can power it, or you could put a flash drive, external hard drive up, and watch your content on here. But the price tag, guys, oh my goodness. The thing about it, up to 8 hours, that's a healthy price tag, right? And so, no, you know how I am. I'm always thinking, all right? This is the difference between me and others. I already had a monitor, right? It's a regular, it ain't like it's an OLED monitor. This is a regular 15.6 monitor. All right. So you can look up 15, right? 0.6 portable monitor. Now, this thing, again, and I will show you the price because after taxes, at least here in Michigan, this bad boy is going to be $400. All right. You see it right there. You see it. I want everybody to see this. It's almost $400. And with taxes, it's going to be a problem. So I said, well, what can I do to create this? I looked up a 15.6 monitor. You could do the same thing too, right? Depending on however you want it. They have all types from 59. Look, when you hit the coupon, this one is $50. I mean, I saw some as cheap as, let me see. What is this? A large portable 24-inch travel monitor battle. It's a 24-inch right here. Hold up, y'all. Let me, I got to be nosy. I got to be nosy. All right. What's this? Can't really see it. I don't even know what that is in the back. Look like you got to pull something. I don't know what this is right here. But, oh, that ain't bad. All right. So, bro, 100 hertz high refresh, which is not bad. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Now, I know y'all probably like, hold up, Dale. You're supposed to be teaching us what to do. All right. I'm assuming this part you can fold down and you put this is a magnet and it snaps to the back. Not bad. Of course, you can use it. You can use these monitors as a second monitor, but 24 inches is not bad. This is not. Oh man, this is not bad. I don't know. We'll come back to that. All right, we'll definitely come back to that. But here you can get you a 15. You can get you a 15.6 monitor, right? So let's just say $400. We got that, right? Everything good. Now the next thing you're gonna need, you got to get you because you need power, right? Uh, Probably should have separated it. Now, I caught mine's. The one that I got, I actually caught on sale. All right. But with me, you can, and they put these on sale all the time. Okay. All the time. And you might want to wait the Prime Day. I think I got mine's for, was it 100? And I got a nice one too. I have a real nice one. All right, let's do it like this. You don't need nothing. You don't need nothing big like that. We're the one that I got. All right. So you got $150. This is the one that I have right here. I think both of mine's got the 3 prongs on there instead of the 2. All right. I got 2 of these, if I'm not mistaken. But the second one that I got, it has 2 prongs on it. It got man, I don't see it. Well, anyway, but you can get one of these. Let's go with the one. With the one for one. Well, we saw it. We saw it for what? 114. All right. Well, 14. Yeah, right here. Let's go with this one because you can get this one right. This is $114. This is your power. All right, and this is pretty solid. All right, pretty solid. With it now, I plug mine's up, and I want to say my monitor was running at least. I went to sleep, but it might have been 7 to 9 hours that this one actually, connecting the monitor and all of that. Because remember, you can connect the monitor using Type C. You don't have to use the power plug. You can use it as a Type C and it would turn that monitor on. So now you're talking $50 plus what? 114. All right. So you roughly 114, you had 50, right? 50, 115. What's that one? About 165 with taxes. Let's just round it up with taxes, 175. All right. So you got 2 devices that you can carry for 175. And all you got to do, so you got your monitor, you got your portable power. All you got to do is now get your device. And it's on and popping. All right. You don't have to spend, and the speaker. All right. You got to get the portable speaker. So we at 175, and we can go down here. I almost forgot the speaker. All right. And again, this is just how I'll be thinking. All right. Where my speaker at? All right. So let me do this. We had 175, and the speaker was. I go to it, and you don't have to just get this speaker. What the heck? Where you at? Mm. I'm gonna say 175, and I don't forget how much the speaker was. All right, and you can catch these speakers on sale too, but right now is $87. All right, currently is 87, but you can get something similar. All right, so you basically got the same thing. You got some other components, but you can get a speaker just like this, and you coming out of $250. All right, and now again, you got to add your accessories and stuff like that. You're carrying back, but they got all type of speakers, right? You can play around. Look at they got another W King. This one is how much? How many watts? This one is 100 watts. They got a 90 watts for $64. So you can save a few dollars. All right. They got another one, another 90 watts for 67, things like that. And all I do, honestly, guys, all I do is carry. Where you at? Where my bag at? I carry my, where is it at? I carry it in my bag, similar to this. Now my bag was cheaper, but depending, just get you a little portable bag and you'll be good to go. All right, you'll be good to go. Let me see. Oh, here it is, right here. My little bag. All right, and I know you can look. You can get this for a whole lot. Listen, you can get this for cheaper. All right, you can get this for cheaper. Again, they throw these bags on sale all the time. I don't think I paid $60 for this. I think I paid like 20 something dollars. It was one of them sale. It might have been 30. Well, let me see how much I paid for it. Let me go into my account. I paid $42 for it, but I got the same exact thing. And again, when you looking up these little rolling backpacks, all right, let me get this off the screen. Let me see, rolling back. Me and Sober, we be thinking so much alike. It's crazy. He probably gonna look at that monitor and be like, hold up, hold up. But you can go over here and actually search these bags with rolling wheels on them. Like this one, this little, camouflage is $31. Some of them are higher end. You got this one is $36 right here. Let me see. I'm gonna go from lowest to highest. Let's see. Feature, low to high. Of course, they're gonna give just the regular book bags. All right. This one is no. That's I'm about to say. Hold up. You got one for 39. And so again, you have to go on, and plus they got other websites and stuff like that you can go to. 47. And like I said, mine's is a little compact, a little smaller, but you got everything you need. You good. Look, they got this rollout. This one is only $36. And you can put all your equipment and roll that bad boy to wherever you need to be. And it's cheaper than what you would pay if you was just to get that one device. So it's pretty nice. Lady J say, Dale, I use my shield every day, but I'm glad I'm not a hater. I also have just about every device that you have just because I like collecting. Bought shield and grants to game, never touch. Ah, listen, I got some devices I never look. As you see, I got some devices that a Lady J I never ever ever touch. I got them and look. I even look as you, Lady J. I don't know if you were watching last week or earlier this week. I got an Apple that I never even touched. Look at the remote control; it's still in the plastic. Yep. So we think alike. Some devices is just worthy, but maybe one day I just give it to a family member and stuff like that. Man, you and Brother Huff should definitely do a collab if y'all haven't already. You both are singing high praise on the Z12 right now, and pretty much the reason I get one. Me and him used to have a relationship. Um, I think everybody know what went on. He. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm always honest. I don't have to trip on anything. Facebook, he was in my group, and whatever he was posting, I don't know what he was posting, because I don't even look. I haven't went to my Facebook. I think I did go on there today, but the algorithm started removing his things, and he took it out on me and the DST team, saying we were hating, and it wasn't even us. And he probably know it now, because if he's posting in his group, right? If he's posting, he probably get them messages when other members post something that says, hey, we had to remove this. And he started doing videos and throwing shots, and we kind of parted ways. I have nothing against that brother, but he got mad. He's sensitive a little bit. He's a little sensitive if you disagree with him. And I don't have no problem with him, but I mean, he just took it. He took it wrong. Instead of saying, "Hey, man, what's going on?" He started doing videos. He started doing videos on me. I'm like, "What are you doing?" And look, I was supporting. Look, I'm over here doing my videos. Like, hey, go over to Huff, and Huff doing videos on me, like downing me. And I'm like, and then somebody actually sent it to me, and I'm like, "What the heck?" What? And it was because the algorithm of Facebook. Like, I tell you, I think and Dean and Simi. I think it was Simi, because I think Simi is in the group too. Or at least he was. I think he, but they started posting little things, and I started saying, hey, I don't want nobody being mad, but look what just came up. They removed it. Cause I'm cool like that. I don't think I'm no better than anyone else. But he got mad at DST, because we still solid. We ain't folded. Everybody still do their thing. We still in the background. But they removed his stuff, his pictures and videos and stuff like that. Whatever he was putting on there, Facebook got at him, not us. And he said it was us. We can prove it to him. And he was throwing shots. And that's where that "they're not like us" song and all of that. And I'm over here like, hey, yeah, go over there to Huff, to somebody send me a video like, yo, I think Huff going at you. And I'm like, what the hell did I do? And people always listen. Ahan, instead of having a conversation, people always get mad because, like, it's all about a conversation. And a conversation could have been had and said, hey, see, people don't, I'm 50 years old now, and the older I get, I don't have to, I could do my commentary, and I can say what's on my mind, all right? But if I got a problem with someone specifically, I know how to get in touch with them. But the day you do a video and throw shots, that's when I got to say something about it. He's very knowledgeable, right? I'm not going to say he's the best, but he is knowledgeable. He does have some skills that I believe, if he would have executed it right, would have took him to a whole nother level. But he got into this, like, beef with me and others in the DST, and because of Facebook. Because of Facebook. We ain't over there. Again, he is, man, look, the dude put some stuff out here. Like, look, I think when we talk about other cord cutters, I could talk about Philly, I could talk about Brooklyn, I could talk about Ken, I could talk about Penn, I could talk about, it's only one, listen, it's only one who used to be on YouTube. I would never, ever, ever talk to her again. All right, because what she tried to do and what she tried to present, and she basically like tried to knock my character, and it really wasn't going there. And she know who she is, right? I would never. Me and her can be on this watching somebody's channel. I would never say hi to her. She ain't got to say hi to me because of what she done to try to bring people against each other. Basically, call herself trying to expose me when all I said, and when they showed, listen, they put the email up on the platform. And it says, look, the only reason I'm not bringing Trooper on is because he got an animated picture. It's a cartoon character that was showing the rear end. It was showing the physical butt, like naked butt. And I didn't want that on my channel. And Trooper was going on everybody else's stuff with that same icon. I wasn't bringing and risking my channel for that. And whatever happened, she wanted to expose that. And somebody called her like, hold up, the way you talking is like he said something about somebody. He given a reason why he did not do it. All right. Because I can't put the channel at risk. And so sometimes people get in their feelings. And then she tried to bring two Detroiters. Listen, it's 3 people in Michigan. All right. And we used to all be, kind of connected. I never met Penn. I never met him, but we're in the same city. Kenneth Mullen is just north of us. We all used to be kicking it together, and information got put out there. They put me in something, and I refused to get in it because it didn't concern me. That's what being grown is about. When it come to money, I was taught if it don't concern you, when it come to money and business, you don't involve yourself. Okay. And people got mad at me, or an individual, I'll be honest, Ken got upset with me. And I wasn't getting into that. Me and Ken talked behind the scenes and everything. And it brought so much friction because I supported the movement of that group because it used to help me get through my day at work. And I supported her. I sent her, and you can fact check me. I sent her first streaming device. She had nothing. You can ask Ken Mullen. He has no reason to lie. I sent Ken the money to get her device because I think my Cash App or something was messed up. And Ken actually sent her the money, or sent her, or went and got the device or something. Basically, she got the device. That's out of everybody, out of all the arguments, she is the only one I would never talk to again, because she tried to she brung bad energy. Like, really, after I'm supporting you and spending my hard-earned money to make sure, when she was going through a bad situation at the time. I mean, I don't know what she's doing now, but she would never, you just don't do that. All right. You basically trying to pin men to get out here in the world to fight. For what? You trying to expose me for what? Because I said I don't want to bring this character, this individual on because he had a character of a butt. So out of everybody, she is the one. To make things clear, we used to look. We start acting like kids. We start sending shots out, right? We start sending shots out. I say, look, they'll say something about me. I say something about them. We wasn't being mature. Instead of letting bygones be bygones, we wasn't being mature. But two individuals, myself and including Penn, we got on the phone and we had a conversation. Some things he didn't know, and I gave him the details. Hey man, this wasn't even about me. And I explained to him, and he can fact check it. I bull crap you not. I said, man, I ain't got nothing against you. But he was in a group where an individual was causing friction. All right. And that's what broke everything apart. But it was cool to have a conversation. And when me and him talked, he said, hey man, look, I didn't even know all of that. I wasn't told that. I said, listen, man, as long as everybody making money, why I'm hating? And he's on one side of town, I'm way on the other side of town. So my business is not affecting his, and his is not affecting mine. We all eating good. But it was good to have that conversation. That's what men do. See, when two men get together and they have a conversation, and you know, and like he said, no, I wasn't told that. It wasn't explained to me like that. I say, dude, this whole thing started because I don't forget the one guy. They were taking bold application and sharing it on Ken's platform, and I refused to get involved in it. The deal, I say, nah, because this is money, and this is just how I was raised. And I don't know what was said behind the scenes, but I know me and Penn actually had a conversation. I think this was like 2 years ago. But it shows you what happened. And I watched this woman try to tear us apart. Okay. Now let's go back to, Huff. I had no problem. Huff, listen, the skill set the guy got is like no other. I put him up there with Philly Cable Dave. They really take their time to learn. It's some things that Huff was doing behind the scene that, man, if I was to do, y'all would think I'm the smartest man in cord cutting. I watched him. We've been in the background a few times. But I also know, like, he got sensitive in a couple of topics. Like, we was talking boxing and nobody, well, I ain't gonna say nobody, but a few individuals didn't agree with his take on Mayweather to say that he was the greatest, and all hell broke loose. And I was still cool with it. I just laughed about it because Mayweather ain't paying me. I told him Roy Jones, and he reminded me that I think Glenn Johnson knocked Roy Jones out, and that's true. But still, during the early days in the prime, I thought, and it was enough of us, right? Brilliant mind, and can't execute, but don't. To me, he don't know how to do it on YouTube. If he was to learn how to execute it on YouTube, man, this cat would be getting a big fat check. I saw it. I saw it. And look, I'm giving that guy credit. I don't need to throw a shot at him. I saw it with my own eyes. He sent me things that I'm sitting back like, what the fuck? This cat, what? But I know how to execute it on YouTube. He hasn't learned that yet. Because again, he's mad at what happened on Facebook and he brung it to YouTube. And I'm saying, hey, go check him out. And he throwing shots my way. And I didn't catch on. And it kind of like, I'm like, God dang. And so finally I said something. I'm like, all right, well, since you want to do it, let's do it. But I don't think we will ever collab anymore because I can't trust him. That's just my personal opinion. That's just me. I wouldn't go there with him. because of that. Brilliant mind, but I do put him up there with a guy who definitely has the knowledge. Um, he just has to present it a different way. I think he should by now. I think because he puts out, well, I don't check on him all the time. I get videos from time to time. Because I unsubscribed to him and things like that. After everything happened, it was no more I needed to see. And the only time I see something from him, if somebody, like if he sends a shot my way, I send one back his way. But I keep it like that. Now he's probably going to do a video on this, and he probably going to say things a little bit differently. But I know the truth. I don't have to lie, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to take no money. I'm not trying to take no money from anybody. I'm the one that said there's enough money for everybody out here. I'm the one that actually said make the box yours. I'm the one that said, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm the one that said, in order for you to have an honest opinion, you got to have the device in front of you. And so, again, brilliant mind, but can't execute it on YouTube because he's worried about another YouTuber. I think, in my opinion. And again, I'm not throwing a shot at him or anything like that. Because again, brilliant mind. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, and some of y'all may laugh at me. Philly Cable Day, brilliant mind, brilliant. Whedon, brilliant. All right. Huff, brilliant mind. All right, brilliant. Them guys, and I'm gonna throw one more out there that y'all might laugh at me. DVD King, brilliant mind, brilliant mind. But one thing they have in common, they couldn't execute it on YouTube to grow and actually get big checks. All three of them. Now, outside of YouTube, they probably doing their thing. All right. I'm not, well, I know for sure DVD King I think he finally got it going. And Philly, I know, got it going on behind the scene. All right. He don't need YouTube. I'm not for sure about Huff. I don't know. He could not. But those are three people that brilliant minds. And when I say brilliant minds, them are the people that I talk to behind the scenes. We've been on one-on-ones plenty of times. And I'm sitting back like, man, and I used to tell DVD, dog, you got the, man, dude, if you just stay out of the bull crap, you will, I'm telling you, I think DVD should be big enough where he, by now, will have, if not 1 million, he would be close. Because where he come from, the Cody. And you know, if you talked about Cody, your channel was, I mean, you had the subscribers. And remember, he done had probably about 3-4 channels shut down. But Philly Cable Dave, another one. Brilliant behind the scene. Because we talked. I saw him execute. Brilliant. But it just never came to YouTube. And Huff, brilliant mind. Can execute some things, but couldn't execute it to YouTube. Now, again, he probably gonna send a shot my way. I don't care. I give credit where credit is due because I'm a man about mine. I'm good in my shoes. I don't have to downplay nobody because there's enough money and resources out here. There's enough people that we can, we can all make money together or individually. But sometimes, like, a conversation could have been had. Like, could have just restopped. I just didn't know. And again, if them videos are still up, you can go to his channel and see when it started. Whenever that they're not like us, I didn't know he was talking about me and DST. I didn't know it. But I found out after like the fifth, sixth video. I said, well, damn. And I'm over here. I'm like, hey, if you go back to my videos, I'm like, hey, go and subscribe to him. And he was talking about, sending shots. Well, I ain't gonna say talk, but he was sending shots. So I don't know if we can ever do a collab because the trust is just not there anymore. And one thing I did, when he started sending shots, I displayed his email where he was talking about two other people on YouTube that were, so I'm quite sure he's never going to trust me again. And it's okay. It is okay. But every day I was getting a shot at, like, like, damn, dude, let it go. It's a wrap. I understand. You got your own thing. But we would probably never do that ever again. Because, again, I showed that email, and he probably never trust me again. He probably, man, I ain't getting there. I guarantee he would probably never, if he grew, he would never share. Even if you're mad with somebody, he would probably never do an email version of it. Or maybe he will. I don't know. He always called me an alpha. I don't get into that. I'm not an alpha. My name is Cordell. My name is Superdell. All right. I don't get into that. But it's just, out of everybody, could we have a conversation? Absolutely, we can have a conversation. Could we collab? Probably not. But out of all these cord cutters, there is only one that I would never, ever, ever. She don't have to worry about nothing. She know who she is. Some of y'all know who she is. And she really tried to get, it could have got bad, and people could have got hurt, to have two, three guys, maybe four guys going at each other, eh, giving out information like I'm trying to talk. I mean, she really tried to expose me, and I'm like, what the woman, when you were down on your luck, I donated to you. I gave you your first device. You ain't have a television. Because I wanted, and that's the thanks I got, So she ain't got to ever, 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 ever worried. Out of all them people I talked about, it's her. She ain't never got. I wouldn't care. Uh, I wouldn't care. I would never ever talk to her. Some of us, me and her, is in some of the same Telegram groups. I don't. I just keep to myself. I look up. I do not respond to her because I just think when you go that hard in the paint, to try to get men to like just go. I never saw nothing like it. I never saw nothing, and I wouldn't have never thought that she would have did that, and she did it. And I'm like, damn. And just talking to like other people, um, you know, I heard some things. I can't fact check it, but um and I'm not gonna put her business out in the street because shouldn't nobody go through what she went through. All right. Shouldn't nobody, and that's what made it, because I know I know what happened to her. But when she did that, it kind of made me think like, I ain't gonna say that, but I know what she done. I know what happened to her, and shouldn't no woman go through that. Shouldn't no male go through that. All right, none whatsoever. If we don't get along, we just don't get along. That's just what it is. Let's walk away. Um, but and that's why I had a soft heart, because I saw some women in my family that went through the same thing. And like being there and seeing how down they were, I just had a soft heart for her. And I called Ken. I say, hey, Ken, we got to do something, man. Ken, if y'all know, get in touch with Ken. Ken will tell you how much I made on YouTube, just like Brooklyn said. Ken will tell you what I do out here. Ken will tell you, no, they'll send her first streaming device, which was I think it was a TiVo Stream 4K. I say, Ken, I need you to do this for her. I bullcrap you not, man. And that woman turned around there and tried to have men going at each other, like going to war. Going to war. You know, usually women try to, at least some women, at least older, mature women, they try to diffuse, de-escalate. But man, she kept it, man. When she went on there and was like, yeah, look what he did. And look what the email he sent me. And all I said was, look, the reason I can't bring Troop on is because he got this icon. And some of y'all know about that icon. If you know Troop was cool. All right. We had some disagreements. That's what it was. It was disagreements. But I couldn't bring that onto my platform. You could take it on Ken platform or somebody in DST or whoever else platform, but it wasn't coming on mine because I didn't want to put and I explained it to her in the email. And the thing about it, and I'll tell you something else, if I'm remembering correctly, she said, hey, Ken wasn't, I did a video and she said, I think she said, why you going at Ken? I say, that video ain't for Ken. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Ken ain't did nothing to me. Because he stopped talking to me, I mean, that ain't going to break me or nothing like that. I said, that wasn't for Ken. And I said, well, by the way, because I knew we was going to go back and forth. I said, by the way, the reason I'm not bringing Troop on to the channel anymore, because he's showing an icon. It's a cartoon character with like the character is actually pulling down their pants, like, and showing their rear ass. That's just what it is. And she tried to present it like I was talking about it. And I thought that was totally wrong. So out of all people that have been on YouTube, and she might even say something like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care either. But when she was down and out, just know I was there to, like, I ain't gonna say I fixed it, but I was there to support her. And she showed her true characters. So I know this was a little bit longer, but I got to pivot my stance on everything that happened. I'm never going to go at anybody because honestly, I don't care what anybody does. When I'm out here doing my thing, it doesn't affect any one household because we don't stay near each other. We don't stay in the same community. And like I said, it was good to have that conversation to say, listen, man, I ain't have nothing against you, with Penn. Me and him talked on the phone. I ain't have nothing against you, man. I wish, and at the end I say, hey, man, you just be safe out here. I wish you well, and that's how we kept it. And it's been respectful ever since. We ain't got to get on here and talk about each other. But I think Huff is just a guy that's sensitive. He think if you don't agree with him, his voice, he not going to let you get a word in. It's proven. I got 13, 14 people who was in the room over a damn Mayweather. I just stopped talking. And everybody in there let him talk. But then when Facebook, the bots started hitting this stuff on the DST, he took it like we were doing it, and it wasn't us. And hopefully he understand that by now because he created his room. He got his own Facebook group. And he's probably, if he was doing what he was doing on the DST side, he probably done got a message that said, hey, we had to remove this. Man, we get that all the time. Somebody start posting. Look, somebody was just posting when movies were coming out. Do you know the Facebook bot said we consider this as spam? And what did I do? I took a screenshot and said, hey, this, and now when it happened, hey, don't get mad at DST. This is what is being presented. They removed this, and just to be transparent with everybody. But it's cool. But he's cool. He got a brilliant mind. I see what he do in the background. But I'm not for the nonsense. If you got a problem with me, tell me you got a problem with me. This ain't no rap beef or anything like that. And I'll tell you, it could have just took a phone call or, an email. Hey, Dale, I need to talk to you. I would have picked up the phone. What up, though? We done talked on the phone before. What up, though? What's good? Hey, man, listen, I'm on your page. I'm noticing this. Every time this, and I would have said, well, let me see what's going on. And then I would have got on, here. I bullcrap you not. I would have got on here and actually show him what was happening in the background. That way he would have said, oh, damn, man, my bad, Dale. I didn't know this was happening. And it wasn't us. That's the craziness. So it probably won't happen ever. I'm not going to say never, but we just got to do better. Again, we just got to do. I'm not going to get into the back and forth. Take shots at me all day. I can take shots too, but I ain't stopping nothing over here. And hopefully I'm not stopping nothing over there. We just gonna be just two minds, and like I said, I respect everybody. Except for that one. Out of all the bull crap, it's just that one. Because I just don't think women should be doing that. All right. Leave the childishness to the guys. But the craziness that was happening and the one to separate all of that, and somebody tell Ken, he can call me. Ken got my number if he didn't delete it. He got my number, or he had my number. I even watched the video when he was talking. He said, man, this was some months ago. He said, man, I ain't even know Ken was even, somebody sent it to me. I ain't even know Ken was active. Because remember, he disappeared. He said, yeah, man, we got to get together. I need to apologize or something like that. He said, man, I got to get together, individuals I may have had some disagreements with, get together and apologize. I never got an email or a call from Ken. I say, well, damn, Ken probably coming? You know what I'm saying? And, and the only reason me and him stopped talking because I wouldn't get in other people's business. And those are facts. And if he want to come on here and say his piece, and I will say mine, and then maybe we can collab. We can get some things back to where it used to be. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I did watch that one video. They say, hey, man. And some of y'all, man, y'all be like, hey, Dale, you crazy, man. But some of y'all, like, y'all give the information. Like, somebody's going to send this to the Huff. Somebody's going to send it and be like, hey, Dale was talking about you. No, I'm just talking. I'm telling you my piece. I'm telling you exactly what happened. And that's where the separation, because he was always welcome. But when you keep taking shots for no reason with this Dare Not Like Us campaign, it just didn't make no sense to me. Because I'm like, what are you talking about? And again, all it took was a phone call. You can't take shots and then want to get on my platform behind the scenes. It wasn't no need to get to that. How you feel about everybody, it is what it is. Because I'll tell you now, and he probably listen, and he going to say he didn't say it. On Demand said some racist stuff, all right? He going to say he ain't say it. Plenty of us was on that call. Plenty was on that video call. We heard it. He was drinking. And when he drink, if you know Mr. On Demand, AKA Computer Works, when he drinks, the truth comes. All right. He said something that was racist. All right. He said he didn't say it. But there are plenty of us who witnessed and heard him say it. And he'll tell you. All right. He'll tell you. And it wasn't against blacks. It was against another ethnic group. And I called him out on it. And that was it, But even I could be on a panel with him other than that woman. Because even when even it was a racist remark, whether he racist or not, he said a racist remark. Now that's kind of that fine line. But I can sit on a panel with him. I can sit on a panel with anybody. But if she's on there, I would not even join. I probably would not even look at that video. Because every time I be on Telegram and I see good morning, I scroll right past it. I scroll right past it. Because again, man, I think she wanted to cause division really with black men in the same goddamn state. Literally, Ken is 30 minutes from me. I think Penn is on the east side or something like that. Probably 20 minutes from me. We're in the same area, and we all had division. Instead of us linking up and showing them how we do it in Detroit, we didn't never get together. The goal was for me and Ken got together, but me and Ken was like, shoot, at one time me and Ken was like, hey man, we got to link up with Penn. We were saying this. We in the same, but I think Penn was working a lot or something, or I don't forget his schedule. It's been so long, but while me and Ken was out here, I think Penn might have been at work or something. It was, I can't remember what it is, but we all wanted to take a picture and let them know how we do it. Like we all making money. Ken making money. Penn making money. I'm making money. Three of us. Three black kings. We in different parts. And we all making money. And that woman divided all of that with the nonsense, the bull crap. And I witnessed it. I know it because what she did on a live feed or a video, I saw it. She was like, yeah, let me show you this. Let me show you what he sent. I say, well, damn. Look, I'm watching like, well, damn. Did I send her something? And that's what it was, man. So, again, I'm all about building bridges. I'm not about that separation. I'm different. That's just me. I love collaborations. I love it because it brings the best out of all of us. I don't like division. That's just what it is. I can't stand division. But one thing I can't hate to see a black queen dividing up the black kings. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I would never let my wife get in between. Now, look, when we in our house, we can talk. But when we outside, if I'm going at it with a guy and I'm outside and my wife jump in it, nah, baby, hey, no. This ain't no. Hell no. I don't need, listen, step back. That way, if we got to throw some hands, we're going to throw some hands. Win, lose, draw. But I don't let my wife fight my battles. That's just what it is. Look, growing up in my family, unless you was a bachelorette, like my Aunt Terry ain't care, man. I miss my Aunt Terry. But the married couples, you never saw the women, you never saw them like when they got heated, they'll be there now. They'll be there, but they never, or they try to diffuse. Come on, babe. Look, it ain't even worth it. Come on through. You know how many women done save guys from going to jail or getting killed by just saying, look, babe, it ain't even worth it. Come on, let's go. You know how many women done save dudes? But she had other plans. She wanted to divide. She wanted a battle. And I can't respect her for that. So, yep, I cannot respect her for that. So, out of everybody, that's the only one I would never, ever, ever talk to. And she probably don't care. I know she probably don't care. But um, I would never. And every little chance I get, when y'all remind me, I send a shot her way because I supported that woman. And that woman caused division with with some black kings in Michigan, in Metro Detroit. She caused division. You know, emailing me on a cool note and then trying to expose me. I'm like, oh, and look at this. Let me show you this email he sent me. And let me tell you, I'm like, what the, that's how she talked. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man. But Ahan, that's how it went. You know, I ain't got nothing against the guy. You know, it is what it is. Maybe one day he'll reach out and we'll have an honest conversation. You know, maybe one day. But yep. So it is what it is. All right. It is because I know people sometimes grow. I had to grow too. But I'm 50 years old, man. I'm trying to enjoy this. I ain't trying to wake up and stop nobody's money. That's not my goal. I don't wake up and think about what Soul Bro is doing or what C. Oliver is doing. I don't wake up and say, you know what? If I'm gonna do a video, my goal is to go at this guy. I don't do that. Like I don't wake up and see what Brooklyn or Philly and all of them are doing. They do their own thing. I don't wake up to that. I really don't wake up to that. Um, because I know we can all make our money. You know what I'm saying? I know that. And like I said, just talking about them three guys that I talked about earlier, DVD King, Huff, and Philly, them guys, man, y'all might think DVD King is crazy. Some of y'all think he off. But dude, that dude, what he can do in the background, only if he could have executed it on YouTube, meaning position himself to present it on YouTube in a good way. And out of everybody, I think I'm telling you, I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. The dude, he just sometimes DVD will tell you, hey man, y'all know I'm crazy. And he'll tell you himself. But brilliant mind, when he sit there and focus and think and try to put some things together, he's a brilliant mind. And I think Huff is a brilliant mind, but egos get in our way. I never met him. He don't know if I'm an alpha or not. He used to just tell me, "Hey man, you an alpha. See, you an alpha because of that. I'm not an alpha because of that. I'm not. I don't consider myself an alpha or none of that stuff. Why are you putting that title on me? I'm not giving you a title. All right. I just ask questions. Hey man, where you at? Man? Tell me history about this. You know, in your area and this and that, that and this. But that's what you see. There, you an alpha. Whatever. No, I don't think I'm an alpha. I just think I'm a person that's an enthusiast when it comes to this. Now, if you ask my wife if I'm an alpha when it comes to yard work, she gonna tell you, that ain't his strong point. He no alpha. He a lazy. He a lazy one. Yeah, because I can't stand it. I don't like it. You know, she'll tell you like, yeah, this cat ain't gonna get out on the roof. This cat ain't gonna hammer nothing. He'd rather pay somebody to put some wood or he'll pay somebody. But so but that's what he used to put me at. Hey Dale, you an alpha. All right. All right. Well, look, guys. She be like, and let me tell you, that's how she be talking. I'm like, God damn. I ain't never said nothing. I just used to listen, but Yeah, when she tried, Mike. She tried to expose me. I'm like, what? I ain't gonna lie though, Mike. Hey, listen, Mike, I was nervous. Hey, Mike, I say, damn, did I send her something that was off the wall that I was talking about? I'm like, damn. And I'm thinking like, damn, did I send her something in the email talking about somebody? I was nervous to the mug, man. She showed that. I said, what the I said, this is what she talking about, me explaining why I didn't let Troop come back on because of this icon he had. That's exposing me. I said, oh man. And somebody in the chat was like, really? That's what you call exposure? You ain't exposed nothing. They was like, shit, he just gave you the reason why Troop. He not letting Troop. That wasn't him talking about Troop. I don't forget who channel it was one. I don't forget who channel it was on. It was one on. I don't know if it was a live or what, but I used to enjoy her live because it got me through my day. She'd come on early in the morning, like 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then all hell broke loose. I don't know. Well, I know what happened, but I ain't gonna tell y'all. I ain't spilling the beans like that. So, I know what happened. But anyway, guys, it's probably gonna be some backlash. Somebody gonna say something, but it is what it is. That's just what it is. I mean, if you ain't teaching me, it is what it is. But it is what it is. But look, man, I've been on this how long now? A hand, yeah, but that's the reason. That is the reason right there. And I'm telling the honest. I'm telling. What's up, Stretch? I'm just telling the truth. I never look. You want to catch me talking about somebody? Bring your ass to MetaQuest. I do all my talking there. I say what I really gotta say because I can really get down up in there. Man, they be like, hey, 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 Dale, what you think about such and such? Oh man, F him. You get the real version of Superdell over there. And I ain't Superdell over there. They be like, hey, Dale, what you think? Man, F him. Listen, we gets down on the MetaQuest, all right? If you don't got one, you're missing out. Or if you want to hear me talking about you, if I really don't like you, you want me to talk about it, come over to the MetaQuest. You get the real deal. You get the rawness. And we go at it all the time. We go at it. We go at it. We got C. Oliver. Hey, C. Oliver said, look, not today. He said that yesterday? He said, not today, y'all, not today. I ain't trying to hit. I'm trying to watch football. And then nodded off on us, man. We be going to sleep on that headset and everything, man. You hear snoring on there. You see the icons dip. That lets you know that person probably fell asleep. Oh man, it'd be crazy. It gets real up in there. But if you got if you have the MetaQuest, yeah, that's where I do all my talking at. Hey, stay blessed there, long time subscriber to you from my other channel, but just recently subscribed on this one. Thanks again for the update. No problem, man. No problem. No problem. Ahan G. No problem. I just wanted to give you a history. That's all it was. Again, conversate, collaborate, communicate settles a lot. Only if people just sit back and talk and discuss. Even if you just have a panel with your crew and another crew, that back in the day, that's what gangs did. That's how they all right, man, look, usually the guy, the two, the teams come together and they see what's going on and they be like, all right, man, well, it's just a misunderstanding. So, yep. So absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. Hey, Chris, you got my money? You got my $35? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come here, Chris. Let me before I get up out of here, let me show y'all Chris. You know Chris gonna get on here and try to now watch that cord right there. Come on over here, Chris, before we get up out of here. Chris know how to work devices better than some of y'all. I bull crap you not. Nail, this is Chris who I be messing with all the time. This is mine right here. You gonna give me my money or not?
Yeah, Dad.
I need my $35.
I don't know, Dad.
What you mean, man? You don't know?
I got I don't know. Dad.
Come on, man.
Dad, I gotta have it. I want some ribs.
No, man. Hell no, man. No, man. No, man. No, dog. No. See, Nail, this is what I'm talking about, Nail. He always begging me for food. When I'm gonna get my shirt, dog? For Christmas. Christmas. Every year I got to do Christmas. Hey, Nail, this is who I be fighting with. Look at her. She gonna say leave Chris alone. This is who I be fighting with all the time. When I'm gonna get my shirt, dog?
Yeah, I said I'm gonna buy you for Christmas.
You told me that last year, and you didn't buy me, man.
Yeah, I buy you cologne. Did you know?
No, dog, you ain't buy me no cologne.
I did.
When?
I buy you on Christmas. I'm gonna buy you your hat and then
where my hat and my shirt then?
Yeah.
I got the cologne. Where my hat and my shirt at? No, that's what I bought. Yeah, you can't give me something that I bought.
Yeah, you better have your shoes right
here. Hey, man, this is my shoes. You got a bunch of shoes too.
I don't have shoes.
Oh, you ain't got no shoes?
No, Dad. No.
So you ain't got no Jordans?
No, it's gone.
Where they at then, Chris?
Dad.
Where your shoes at?
I don't know, Dad.
Where your shoes at?
Dad, I threw it away.
Man, get out of here, Chris, man. Dad. Man, that's why you ain't getting no ribs, dog. No, man. Cause you like, where your shoes at? All right, so why you gonna lie and say you threw your shoes away? See, Nell? See, Nell? See? But he wants some ribs.
And steak.
And steak.
And salad.
And a salad. That's it.
And chicken.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy you Christmas food.
You gonna buy me some Christmas food?
Yeah.
Chris, boy. I'm on my way, man. You something else, dog. I ain't buying you no rib though, dog. Come on, no, man. No, dog. You always talking about buying you some ribs and chicken and stuff, and then I can't even get a $2 shirt, man. You always saying you broke. I said, well, let me hold $35. So how much you got, dog? How much you got, dog? Can I have the $5? Boy, I tell you, man. Y'all. So now, this is what I go through. All right. So now you finally see what me and him be arguing about. I'm like, hey, Chris, man, what happened to the burger? Oh, I ate it. Chris, that wasn't your burger right there. I was hungry. All that, man. All right. Yeah, hey, Harlem, we got to get him, man. That cat get us all the time. That cat eat better than everybody in this house. I bullcrap you not. But let me get up out of here, man, because this stream been too long. Every time you got to get it, every now and then. I've been going for 2.5 hours. Let me get up out of here. Hey, we will talk soon. Um, I think I got a couple of consultations coming up tomorrow. Um, we'll see. We'll see where that's at. I did a couple of them. What yesterday? I did what 2? I did 2 yesterday, and I did one early. Well, early afternoon Wednesday. So I had 3 consultations. I got 3 people who are very, very happy. They're very, very happy on how to start their media library. So I look forward to others. If you want to learn how to do a media library, get your own content and not worry about these third-party applications or coding, get at me. The email is right there. Also, is in the description of the video. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I got to go and get on the MetaQuest. All right, I got to get over there and holler at Nail and start some stuff with Sassy. All right, we got to get on C. Oliver's nerves. Hey, I'm glad C. Oliver, boy. We probably would have got a whooping if we was to act like that on the MetaQuest. If we was young at C. Oliver. See, Oliver ain't play all that going back and forth. He look like he'd beat your tail. Get on over here. Didn't I tell you be quiet? So, hey, I will be out. I'll talk to y'all soon, man. Y'all be safe. This is Superdell. I'm out. Peace.